Okay, hello everybody and welcome to the live stream. So I couldn't resist doing a little discussion and reaction video to, of course, the Sonic movie trailer that dropped. Now, I'm a little bit late to the party. Unfortunately for us folk in the UK, the trailer didn't drop until the middle of the night. So I had to wait until the next day before I even saw the trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little discussion. I've got some stills from the film, and we can discuss a little bit, see what you guys think about it, as well as what I could take home from the trailer. Overall impressions, I was very impressed with what they showed. It definitely looks like the film's got a much higher budget than the first film. There was a lot of special effects and some really good angled shots of trying to get my words out properly here. But so we've got a few people here in the chat box already. The first comment I just saw there is, do I look at the chat? Indeed, I have just looked at it. Welcome everyone. We've got some regulars here, some new people. Sword, Sonic fan, Stefan. Welcome. So yeah, I think to everyone's surprise that the first, at least in my opinion, I'm going to call it film. I know you American folk are usually used to the word movie, but we kind of usually word the word film here. So if you hear me saying film instead, that's why. But I think a lot of people were surprised with just how good the first Sonic film was. And don't get me wrong, it's not like a greatest movie award film, but I think for a video game adaptation, I thought it was done brilliantly. When you look at the track record for video game to film, its track record of what series has been done, probably 90% of films that are video games adaptations to movies films have been awful. Honestly awful. I can give you a great example of one that's just come out. The Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. It is awful. It is awful. One of the worst video game films ever made. It actually makes the Mila Jovovich films look good, and I don't even like them. So I was really surprised with the first Sonic films, just, down to basics approach of how a Sonic film should work. Don't overcomplicate things, keep the focus on Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't have too much attention on the human characters, which I think it had a pretty healthy balance in the first one, and I think it worked out really well. So the trailer for the second one definitely looks interesting. Of course, I don't think anyone needs to know about the spoilers that Tails is going to be in the film. I mean, literally, his Tails are in the logo of the film itself. So I don't think that's a spoiler, me saying that. The trailer did show a bit of some reused footage from the first film, which was the end credit scene or mid credit scene from where Tails arrives. Just reading what you guys' comments are saying here. So I got to admit, the poster looks awesome. That is how you advertise a film right there. That's a really cool, dynamic shot. That's how you advertise a film. You've got Sonic front and center, essentially Tails the Tornado, and of course you've got Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik in essentially the Eggomatic now. Jim Carrey looks great in this film as always. I can't say I've ever watched a film that Jim Carrey's in, and I've not enjoyed his portrayal of what he's doing in a film. So let's go through a couple of still shots that I've got here from the film. I'm not going to obviously show the video of the trailer because probably copyright reasons, but I did put the link to the trailer, for anyone that's really behind and hasn't seen the trailer, I put the Paramount link at the top of the description for those that want to check it out and maybe come back to this. Let's see what some of you guys are saying. The trailer was, yeah, it was in some Game Awards thing, right? I remember. Propo, I think that's how you say your name. You make an interesting point. I don't think it's not. I wouldn't say it's hard for them to do a video game into a film or movie. I just think it's not. It's hard to do it right. Some films have got such excellent material to work with for what the video game's based off, but it's just it feels like the films are made from people that don't understand the film, that don't understand the game, the franchise, and the lore behind it, which is why most video game to movie often fail. The last one I can think of that really nailed it on the head was probably the 1994 Mortal Kombat. That was probably the last one I'd say that kind of really did a good accurate depiction. So yeah, we've got the right Sonic model now. Thankfully we've not got that quite horrendous original Sonic CG model that was from the very first trailer. So we've got some really cool shots here of Sonic. I can only assume fighting crime by the looks of it. And then we've got this scene here. This could be one of two things. The trailer could be misleading with this one. It kind of looks like this could be where Jim Carrey's Robotnik makes his return. That's kind of what the trailers implies it is, but it could also be some sort of part of the plot later in the film where there's going to be a dramatic battle, for say. So I'm not entirely sure what this part is going to be. It could be one of two. Welcome new people that have joined this live stream. Interesting to read what your guys' opinions are on this. Knuckles does sound cool. I know a lot of people were a bit concerned, not really concerned, how Idris Elba, I think I've pronounced that right, was going to voice Knuckles. And honestly, when you hear Knuckles talk, it sounds honestly nothing like Idris Elba. Really, it really didn't. Like if I didn't know he was voicing him, I would never have guessed that was who was voicing Knuckles. Reading what you guys are saying here. Look too human. Yeah, well, look, I got to admit, there's got to be a fine line with being critical of a product, right? You can certainly be too critical of a product, and I think that can sometimes ruin the experience. I think sometimes you have to kind of let a few things slide and be like, oh, that is what it is. It's not a big deal. And then there's the line of being the exact opposite of essentially like a fanboy for saying, just thinking everything, accepting everything that they're shown, and say like, oh, just enjoy it for what it's worth. Doesn't matter how bad or whatever it is. It's such and such. There needs to be a fine line of where you're not too overly critical. At the end of the day, it's a film based off essentially what started a kids video game franchise, right? There's got to be a fine line. And yeah, the first film wasn't perfect, but I think what it did really well. And I was very impressed with it. I honestly went in with near enough the bottom of the barrel expectations for this film. And I was very pleasantly surprised. But the new movie looks more like what I expected in 2018. That's fair enough. The comic doesn't line up with the game's story. I'm not surprised. I'm 33. The trailer was really impressive, I thought. Some might argue that it's kind of given a little bit too much away with the plot. Some films are quite known for doing this. This is a great shot, I thought, of Sonic sitting on the boat here with Tom. It is Tom, isn't it? This will definitely be a great, like, some of the backdrops here for some of these scenes. This will be a really fantastic looking film on 4K resolution. Very happy to see that. Well, last time I checked the trailer a few hours ago, it is #2 trending in a minute on YouTube. So, those people out there that say, Sonic is dead, there's no interest in Sonic now, could not be more wrong. Sonic is very much alive and well. Yes, the Donut Lord, right? Yes, as Sonic Stefan says here, the film really did well at the box office, and it actually even knocked off that Birds of Prey film, which it's interesting because the Sonic film got a bit of negative reaction from Birds of Prey fans because Sonic did so well, which is hilarious when you think about it. That's what you call clutching straws when you're not happy with something, right? When you think of a character, you think of how popular a character like Harley Quinn is, especially for superhero fans. The fact that a Sonic film was beating that is hilarious. I think so. One up, Sonic fans. So this honestly was an awesome shot in the film of the. I'm assuming this is going to probably be the scene where Robotnik makes his dramatic return. Probably a little bit after, because it shows in the trailer he's putting on a new outfit. So I imagine when he arrives back on Earth, he's probably in his rags still from what it looked like at the end of the first Sonic film. But this is an awesome dramatic shot here of Jim Carrey. I thought he did a brilliant job as playing Dr. Robotnik. Some people said, "Oh, it's just Jim Carrey playing Jim Carrey," and that's essentially true. He kind of does play himself in a lot of his films, but that's never been a problem, I think. You like the fact that the Sonic movie got the perfect voice actors and the Mario got the opposite. Well, it's a little bit unfair to criticise the Mario yet. I think we need to wait and see for a trailer to drop, but it's definitely got a hard one to beat here with Sonic, because I really think they nailed the casting and the voices almost perfectly, if not perfectly, I'd say. I just get the feeling that I don't know. This isn't a bad thing, but it's as if the trailer was too good. As if, like, I don't want to be so anticipated that it's going to be brilliant and then be disappointed. So, trying to be careful of that. Don't want to be completely consumed with, it's going to be a brilliant film. So far, everything, I think, looks pretty impressive. There wasn't anything about the trailer that I was, raised an eyebrow at. And we've got another really cool shot here of Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik. I think he looks absolutely awesome in this. And it goes to show you that Jim was committed to this character, because I remember in an interview he did quite a few years ago that he's never been interested in doing sequels to his films. He has literally no interest in it. So that it's very rarely is he committed to kind of reprise a character again for a sequel. So it kind of shows you that it's not like Jim. Let's be realistic here. It's not like Jim Carrey needs money, right? He's not doing this because he's like broke. So I think it's great. It looks like he's really living up the role. And I also think as it did with the first one, it gives the first film some star power to draw it in. Would be interesting to see Silver Metal Sonic in the movie. Well, we don't know yet. I guess you don't want to overbloat it. I think having Knuckles as the antagonist is I think fine enough, and you've got Robotnik in here as well. If they leave it open and this one does well for the third one, then maybe that would be a great way for Dr. Robotnik to build Metal Sonic. Because, Knuckles, at the end of the day, we all know, let's be realistic, we all know Knuckles is going to turn on Dr. Robotnik in this film. We know it's going to happen. So then maybe that can lead up to Robotnik wanting to build the ultimate Sonic, being Metal Sonic. What's your opinion on Sonic? It is Frontiers, right? We're going to get to that, don't worry. That trailer just dropped not that long ago. So this is a pretty cool shot, right? We've got either one of the Chaos Emeralds, or this being the Master Emerald, or maybe this film it's going to only have one emerald per se. But this is a really cool shot. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether the emerald itself was from the Mushroom Planet, where Robotnik's come from, and he's taken it. We don't know. Sorry, there, the microphone just tapping out a bit. There we go. Something tells me that the first movie was made for the second movie to be way better. Well, sometimes it's the true that sequels can be better than the original. As I said at the start of this video, it's definitely got a much bigger budget. We can clearly tell that, and that's a great thing. Welcome, new people to the live stream. We're just having a kind of general discussion here about the Sonic movie trailer. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are and what you thought of the trailer. And of course, here's a pretty awesome shot of Tails, right? Tails looks good. It looks like they've totally nailed Tails in this film. You love my content, you're kind of new to the channel. Well, firstly, thank you for joining the live stream, first of all, and thank you for your kind comments. Bird ATK. Thank you very kindly. And I'm glad you discovered Fleetway Supersonic. I'm most likely the most popular character from Sonic the Comic. He is awesome. So this was a pretty cool shot. I'm wondering when this is going to be actually in the film. Whether this is going to be like leading up to the finale of it, where Sonic and Tails are going to Robotnik's base. It kind of looks like that could be where it's going, but then actually scratching my head, maybe it's not, because Tails introduces himself here to Sonic. But there could be another shot later in the film where they're also both on the tornado. Some trailers can splice some bits together, but it's a really cool shot, especially with all the explosions going around this part. Not everyone knows, but Sonic Team dropped a game. Yeah, they did indeed. We're working into that. We're working to it. The trailer was incredible, but when Knuckles said, "What makes you think I need your power?" Definitely, that was a really cool moment, right? Excuse me. Unfortunately, got a little bit of a cough there. Excuse the throat. So this is a pretty cool shot as well, right? Now, a lot of people kind of notified me, in fact, saying that, does this look familiar to you? And it does kind of look familiar to the Sonic disguise that Sonic wears in Sonic the Comic, which is called his Bob Beakey's attire. And it looks very close to it, I'm not going to lie. Some people are saying it's going to be an Easter egg or a reference. I really doubt it. I have a feeling it's just completely coincidence. I would be very surprised if anyone on the writing team for this film even knows what Sonic the Comic is. Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong, but I have a feeling it's probably completely coincidence. But it's pretty awesome to see regardless, right? It's the bit where Tails faints when all the barman people look at him. Knuckles feels like Knuckles again. I totally agree. Firstly, welcome back, Prosecutor Walton. It's great to see Knuckles, especially in an actual role where, you know, he's actually a proper rival to Sonic and not just a comedy side act. Yeah, as Annibal has just said there, Sonic looks a bit like Bob Beakey. I have a feeling it's just coincidence, but it's pretty cool. It'd be really awesome if it is a Sonic the Comic reference, wouldn't it? Yes, there was a Sonic Adventure reference, right? I did see that. There's a few references hidden throughout this trailer of some films, and I have a feeling the film is going to be completely littered with Easter eggs um, for Sonic games, just like the first one was, which was really awesome. It's kind of like that when I watched the first film on a second and third viewing, you notice more Easter eggs that you never noticed the first time. This is another cool shot here. So definitely sort of uh, Sonic Adventure vibes here we're getting. Maybe for the next film, it will be a Sonic CD adaptation. Maybe Amy Rose and maybe Metal Sonic. That would be cool, right? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, honestly, as soon as I think most people that have played Sonic Adventure, when they saw this scene, they thought of Sonic Adventure. So we've got another awesome shot here of Jim Carrey's Robotnik. There's one scene in the trailer that is a bit intriguing. It looks like Jim Carrey's Robotnik is going through like obstacles. It's like a massive, like sort of scythe that goes right near his nose. I can only imagine that's him exploring the temple, or whatever it's going to be called, Lost World, to find the Chaos Emerald, Master Emerald, whatever it's going to be. That's kind of what I get the feeling that's what that's going to be. Could be wrong. You tried buying STC issue 100? Yeah, keep looking. They do pop up every so often. 100 is a little bit rare, but it's not uber rare. The GUN gun army is apparently in the movie. There were some pictures on Twitter. Yeah, I heard that was going to be a thing too. There was a couple of rumors about that. You would love to see the Death Egg robot in this movie. I don't think it's going to happen. It could happen. May well happen. But I don't think it's going to look more like the one we know from the games. Could be wrong. Jim Carrey's Robotnik is a great take. Yeah, honestly, Jim Carrey's brilliant in this film. You know, when I was a lot younger, probably maybe the same age that some of you people are watching this film now, uh, when I saw um, Batman Forever, I was such a big fan of Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler in that film. So I was, absolutely loved it. So now flash forward to now seeing this his Robotnik is awesome. The movie trailer had you hyped. I think most people probably, you know, I kind of get the feeling that if people are hating on this trailer, I think they're probably doing it just to kind of stick out, or they're just not cool people really. They're other like Sonic haters maybe. They're probably hating it because it is actually so good. But here we go. We've got to Knuckles, and Knuckles looks really cool, right? How cool does Knuckles look? You think the Death Egg will be in there, and you think Silver Sonic or Mecha Sonic? It's possible. It is possible. I don't know. You don't want them to throw too much in there. You can't. I kind of want to hope to kind of see it loosely around maybe the Sonic 3 plot, and maybe do what they did with the Sonic film and have new characters pop up right at the end that can lead to the third film. Because this would be great to see this become a franchise series, right? one of these Sonic films coming out every other year. That would be awesome, right? It would at least be great to see a trilogy, a Sonic trilogy. Always, always wondered about the Knuckles necklace. Well, Knuckles only wore a necklace in Sonic the comic, and that was because the writers didn't know what it was back in the artists, I should say, didn't know whether it was actually a part of his skin or a necklace back then, because the artwork they were shown from Sega was very low res quality, and it kind of stuck with it from there. But it doesn't look like it's a necklace for Knuckles. It is actually part of him. Yeah, Knuckles definitely. His line was delivered perfectly. You found the comic where Supersonic beats up Brutus, and you're buying it for Christmas. Great stuff. It's one of my favourite issues. So this is awesome as well, right? I don't know about you, but it might have just been me. But did anyone else get the Shining vibes from this scene? Maybe is it just me? You know, Jim Carrey looking for a smashed. Well, it's a wall by the looks of it, not a door. But maybe that's just me thinking of it. It looked a little bit like it. Yeah, I really doubt Hypersonic is going to appear in the film. But to be honest with you, I don't think you can't write anything out at this point. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought of The Shining when I saw this. It just looks so much like it. Maybe the writers are a fan of The Shining, and maybe this is like a sort of nod to it. You get that in quite a lot of films, and don't get me wrong, The Shining is one of my favourite films of all time. Welcome, new people, to live stream and Epic Wolf 64. We're just having a general discussion on the Sonic trailer. Yeah, I think you're right, Sonic Fan 82. I think we are. I think the fact that you've got Chaos Emeralds in this film kind of pretty much guarantees we are going to see Supersonic in it at some point. Probably right at the end. I'd kind of be shocked more so if they didn't put him in there. Here's another really awesome shot of Knuckles, right? How absolute cool does that look? Um, you're hoping Tikal. I think a lot of people are hoping for a lot of characters in it, but I think they should be smart and keep it with what characters we've got in it right now. I think Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles is great, and of course Robotnik. I think if they're going to introduce any more, and don't forget we've got the human characters as well, right? They are shown in the trailer. Obviously Tom, we don't know how much he's going to be in it. I imagine he's going to be quite a bit in the film as well. At the end of the day, they're going to want to have scenes with humans in as much as well as the CGI characters, because you've got to remember having actors portraying it is a lot cheaper to shoot as opposed to from the ground up CGI. Favorite issue of SDC is 27. If there's any character for me, I'm actually really happy with what we've got. To be honest with you, I really am. Yes, that is what I just raised up. Plushies DX. We don't know whether it's a Chaos or Master Emerald, or maybe the film is going to go with its completely own thing, and there's only going to be one Emerald. But the fact that it's green kind of means it probably is going to be the Master Emerald. Yeah, yeah, I'm just reading what you guys are saying here. Wonder why Knuckles has glowing hands. Now we've got to think there's probably going to be a connection to the echidnas as well, don't forget, that was shown in the beginning part of the first Sonic film, where they killed, was it Lockclaw, was it, I believe? Thanks for joining, Bird ATK. Yeah, having over bloated film is not good unless the film's going to be like 3 hours long, and then that's also, that can be a bit off-putting as well. Honestly, I think I'll briefly cover that. I think one of the major concerns I've seen with the new Spider-Man film coming out is that it's going to have an incredibly bloated cast, and I wonder how they're going to have enough screen time to have, enough development and characters in there. Um, we'll see. So that's what just the concern I've got with a bloated cast. Yeah, honestly, you're surprised Knuckles is going to be anything but a cameo. Me too. It looks like he's going to be a really uh, prominent role in this. From the title screen preview they showed, well, Paramount showed a few months ago, just the logo with the two towers, I think we kind of got the impression that it was just going to be about Sonic and Tails, hence the name being just Sonic 2, like the video game. So it's really cool that they have put Knuckles in as well. Yeah, I really doubt the Fleetway characters are going to go in there. I really doubt that. It would be awesome, don't get me wrong. I think at best, and I mean at best, we will get an Easter egg or something. Um, I know Richard Elson has given his thoughts on the film because he has seen the trailer, and I was speaking to him earlier today actually, and he said this was his quote of the film. He quote, "Looks like this film is moving into territory that should be much more appealing to regular Sonic fans." Unquote. That was his take from the trailer, so I think he was quite impressed with what he saw, and I think that's quite a good statement. It definitely looks like this film is being catered for Sonic fans, but being done in the correct way, right? You don't want it being a complete mess. Well, it looks like they finally learned from that absolute appalling first trailer from the Sonic film, because the very first model we saw of Sonic, that was definitely not being catered to Sonic fans. I don't think any Sonic fans enjoyed the first Sonic model that we got. The Emerald Hill Zone jingle. No, I didn't actually notice that. I'm going to have to go back and watch the trailer again to spot that one. That's some good ears there, Jonathan. The evil laugh in that green tornado is from, yeah, pretty obvious. It's Robotnik. You can clearly tell it's Jim Carrey's voice. Yeah, I agree. What you're saying, Annibal. I think I'm pronouncing your name there. I don't think this film should be putting obscure characters in there. I think at best, maybe just Easter eggs, like, on a bit of paper or something, anything. I don't think obscure characters should be added. I think we should just keep it as the staple as it is now. Don't oversaturate it. Don't bloat it. Most people have never heard of the Fleetway comics. Yeah, you're right. You got to. Most people would think that it's just a reference to FNF. Probably. Um, yeah, that's another whole topic right there. I didn't watch the Game Awards either. To be honest with you, that was probably rubbish. Let's be realistic here. I don't know what they gave the award to what game, but it probably was something that's completely not relevant to what people actually like, as always. Yeah, Ben Schwartz, I think I pronounced his name right there. He definitely has taken on board all the feedback. It really looks great, and we've only got to wait till April 8th. That's not too long away. They're going to be releasing it, I'm assuming, around the Easter holiday, by the looks of it. Um, that's going to be awesome to see. I will, for certain, be going to see this. Whether we get it on April 8th here in the UK, it might be a day after or something, I don't know, but we're going to keep an eye out. It was pretty interesting that it came out on Valentine's Day, didn't it, last year? It was a hilarious day, really, to release a Sonic film. And I know a lot of the haters out there thought that was going to be another reason why the first film was going to bomb. And they actually did the exact opposite. So, yes, very excited. So, I can't end this live stream without at least sort of talking about the new trailer we got for Sonic Frontiers. I think it is. I think that's what it's called. Interesting, very interesting. It looks like they're going for a fully open world Sonic game, and I'm totally down for that. Sonic Adventure 1 is one of my favourite Sonic games. The open world scenario on it may seem limited now, but that was actually a really big deal back then. Open world formats seem to be quite popular now in video games. Zelda's done it. Mario's been doing it for Christ knows how long, and now we've got a Kirby game that's open world as well. So it's great to see Sonic going down this as well. You've got to keep in mind it's a Sonic game. And don't want to get, when I say that, I mean the last big Sonic game, at least one of these big 3D action adventure ones, was Sonic Forces. And that was a big disappointment. Let's hope the game developers, Takashi Iizuka and all his team at Sonic Team are really going to nail it with this one. Let's hope, right? The trailer looked great. Honestly, the trailer looked great. My concern is the Sonic Forces trailer looked great as well. When you go back and look at Sonic Forces, pretend you've not played the game or anything, just watch the trailer. The trailer looks awesome for Sonic Forces. I remember seeing it, I was like, oh my god, it's going to be such a great game. And of course, the game come out and you could complete it in 50 minutes, and it was just, very linear, very average. So I'm hoping this is going to be a step in the right direction. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, your favourite games, very good games. Thank you kindly for the super chat, Ospiro3M, the £8 super chat. That is absolutely incredible. Much appreciated, and goes to the support of the channel. As you can see, I've been doing a lot of regular uploads at the moment. Totally has nothing to do with the popularity of Friday Night Funkin', I promise you. Yeah. Wasn't the A team working on this since Lost World and the B team worked on Forces? I don't know that. Hopefully that is the case. If that is the case, then that's awesome. Welcome Mecca from the 80s to the live stream. So I think it's pretty obvious that, you've got to kind of be a bit of a sour grape to say that I think every Sonic fan wants this game to be good and wants it to be a success, right? Because the last few games have not been good. I did buy the Sonic Colors Ultimate Edition, and I hadn't played it since the Wii version. And while the game is fine, I didn't. It's a pretty decent remaster of the game. They've kind of like brought the visuals kind of up to sort of more of the current gen. But I've never really been a fan of Sonic Colors, and I actually got rid of the game because I wasn't going to complete it. So I'm really hoping this is going to be right. Now, look, let's be realistic here. I don't think this game is going to be like a Breath of the Wild equivalent with that sort of level of detail and quality. I think that's pretty much going to be obvious. But even if it can be half of that, if it can be half of that, I think Sonic fans will be happy. I just think it's crazy to think that we are coming to the end of Sonic's 30th anniversary this year. And I'm glad at least Sega has pulled out some decent stuff to show us at the end of the anniversary year, because to be honest with you, for the 30th anniversary, it's been a pretty poor showing for Sonic, right? We've had Sonic Colors Ultimate, and that's pretty much it. And that's like, what, a re-release of a game that came out like 13 years ago? So hopefully 2022, even though it's going to be the 31st anniversary, that is going to make up for the lackluster what we've had in the 30th. Welcome and thank you kindly, Awesome Jacket Dude, for the $13 super chat. That is very much appreciated. Very kind of you. Yes, Knuckles does look really awesome. I already had him up on here, but I'll go back just for you. There you go. Knuckles is awesome. And it's good to see you. 11 years this year. Is it 2009? I thought it was 2009 it came out. Interesting. Sonic the Plush Hog, Sonic Colors. I appreciate you putting the brackets there of the British spelling of colours. I did notice that. Yeah, it is a little bit average. I kind of got rid of it because I've got the Wii version anyway. I kept that one, and I thought there's no point me keeping the Ultimate version. I got rid of it. Yeah, 2022 is going to be a great year for Sonic. At least the film we know is going to be something. I mean, even if it's half decent, I mean, if it can live up to what the trailer's offering, I think we'll all be very happy. 2009 was the Black Knight. Okay. Because it was around that time that the Sonic had a game out every other year on the Wii, right? We had Secret Rings, Black Knight, and of course Colors. And I guess you could include Sonic Riders, Zero Gravity. "2022 will be the battle of movies for Sonic 2 and Mario." Yes, it's going to be pretty cool, right? It'll be like reviving the 90s console war. Now, I forgot to mention this, but this introduction of Robotnik introducing Knuckles, very, very similar to how Robotnik introduces Knuckles in Sonic the Comic. For those curious, yeah, I'd if you want to see it, go back and check issue 33 and 34. Because the line "Meet Knuckles" is exactly identical to the line Robotnik mutters in Sonic the Comic. So I thought that's very awesome. How it's not obviously identical, and they didn't obviously even use it as a reference. I'm just saying it's very awesome that it's quite a similar introduction of how Robotnik introduces Knuckles to us, especially with him beating Sonic up, which is exactly how he's introduced in Sonic the Comic. Yes, indeed. I could not ignore the Bob Beaky part. You've got quite a long username here. Strickets 14381. Let's scoot back a bit. There we go. This one. I definitely think it's just a coincidence, but it does look a lot like Bob Beakey. So that's pretty much all I've got really to say. I really, honestly, I really can't think of anything bad. There's nothing I didn't enjoy from this trailer. The only bad thing I can say is that it was, like I said earlier, it's if the trailer was too good. It was really too good. So I don't want to have expectations really high and then be disappointed. But I'm excited for it. I've got the first film on 4K, and it looks incredible running on 4K. So I will definitely be looking forward to adding this one to the collection when it comes out physically as well. This is going to be a really awesome one. As Aspira has put there, it's been a great day for Sonic fans. Hopefully the dark days of being a Sonic fan are over, right? There's going to be a lot more to than what we see. As I've said, the trailer doesn't show much of the human characters in it, other than Tom and Sonic on that boat, really. And you've got his wife and sister, I think, doing a high five. So we know there's going to be some sort of subplot, more than likely involving them. So we know there's going to be some sort of human elements going on in there. Oh, and of course, how could I completely forget? We've got Agent Stone returning. Looks like he's working in a coffee shop or something before he rejoins Dr. Robotnik. So that's pretty cool. He was a pretty cool character in the first one, being Robotnik's assistant. Maybe some of the jokes weren't great. Okay, I will give you that. I will absolutely give you that, Mecha. But I can live with that. I can live with that. I got to admit, when they used the Oprah joke, I did kind of like roll my eyes a little bit. I was like, oh, really? Yeah. But that's really, I can live. I can live with things like that. To pan the whole thing for that, that would really be clutching straws. The coffee shop is called the Mean Bean, apparently. Well, that's pretty cool, right? And that's a cool way of getting around it. I guess maybe they didn't want to get maybe Starbucks didn't want to do a product placement, or if you're in the UK, we have Costa. But who cares about it anyway? I don't really drink coffee anyway. Yes, here's hoping those times are an over. So I want to thank everyone for joining this live stream. Also, for those that have joined recently from the channel over the last few weeks, thank you. Had a really big algorithm spike thanks to a certain rhythm game. It really has boosted the channel's stats, and the subscriber count has gone up quite quickly, which is really awesome to see. Closing in on 20,000 subscribers, nearly there, which is really awesome and incredible. When we hit that, I'm planning to do a celebratory live stream at some point once we hit 20k. It's coming. It's going to be awesome, and I can't thank everyone enough for just the overwhelming support and feedback to the channel. It's incredible. A lot of people have come over from F&F and have learnt more about Sonic the comic itself. A lot of people obviously only interested in Fleetway Supersonic, whatever, but some are actually branching into actually finding what the comic series is about as a whole, which is really awesome. If one person out of 100 that's come over from the F&F hype and checked out some more of Sonic the comic, are we happy? You can see sometime that people are just storming to the theatres. Yeah, they will be storming. When did Sonic the comic end? we are very close to the 20th anniversary of when Sonic the Comic actually ended. It was December this month, right towards the end, when the final issue was released. So 20 years. Chances are some of you very kind people watching this live stream weren't even born when Sonic the Comic ended. Pretty scary, right? Ah, yes, Jonathan, you make a good point. Mean Bean is probably a reference to Robotnik's Mean Bean machine. I didn't think of that. That's a very, yeah. Oh, I see Plushy DX has noticed, pointed it out as well, just above you. That's pretty cool. Do you know that there will be 2 toys, Sonic and Tails? Interesting. I got to admit, when talking about merchandise, Jax have really been hitting a home run with its awesome Sonic merchandise they've been releasing. We've had some awesome new Sonic merch from them, and they're starting to release some of the obscure characters. I can't believe we're actually getting merchandise of Omega. I believe next year. That is really awesome. I think it will be the best video game movie of all time. I really hope it is too. And judging from the trailer, I think it could very well be a contender. Also, how awesome is Jim Carrey Robotnik now actually in like essentially the official Eggomatic here that we can see. And of course we've got the Buzz Bomber also on the left there. Some people have noticed that straight away. Yes, indeed. It seems like they really are respecting Knuckles this time around. And thank, thank, thank for that, right? I mean, Knuckles has been a running gag joke for too long now. It's time for Knuckles to get some respect. Yeah, Omega is great, right? It's hard to think that Omega's last video game appearance, would it have been Sonic 06? Trying to think here. Unless he was in, I can't remember, the Sonic Chronicles Dark Brotherhood game. It was probably one of those two that was maybe his last video game appearance. I can't remember anything else more modern that he's been in. Yeah, Knuckles was a very big deal in the 90s. It's kind of great we're going back in time. Omega was DLC in Forces. Well, there you go. I didn't play Sonic Forces enough to know that. I didn't bother with any of the DLC in it. So that would be why. There you go. So, okay, the last video game that he wasn't some add-on, but actually like some sort of part of the actual main plot, would have probably been 06. Yeah, Prosecutor Wharton's just brought up that Omega was irrelevant in Forces. You remember when you got the last issue at first, you didn't realise, but you saw a lot of messages about the artists and writers. Yes, indeed. Would be interested to see a Sonic the Comic convention. Yeah, I just think a Sonic convention in general would be awesome to see. Hopefully some more of these sort of events return into the new year in this post sort of, COVID era. When Robotnik hits the switch to launch the missiles at the biplane, yeah, it does look a little bit maybe like an egg carrier sub device, but that was an awesome shot in the trailer when he launches those missiles at the biplane. You wonder if he'll be connected to the Master Emerald in the same way as he is in the games. Interesting, yeah, very interesting. Death Egg Shockwave. There's a lot of definitely a lot of theories and speculation that we could go on with what we've seen from the trailer. Eyles went from brave to scaredy cat. Shadow got a huge flop. I quite like playing. Look, I'm not gonna lie, it's not a great game, but I don't mind Shadow the Hedgehog. I haven't played it for quite a while. I am planning to start doing a few more gaming streams on the channel, maybe going into the new year. It's a great way to play some Sonic games and chat with you, very kind people. Hopefully the new writers of the games are better than the last ones, who apparently only Google stuff. Omega mostly died in forces. Interesting. Saying that, I don't know if it counts. Omega's probably in some of them mobile games, right? I haven't played any of them, but yeah. Jim Carrey Robotnik is like the mix between classic and modern. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Death Egg in Space. I agree with what 80s kid wannabe is saying. The amount of love put into this movie trailer, we all want to see it very soon, right? We all want to see it, and that is a great reaction. I'm sure the producers and directors, Ben Schwartz and all the team behind this, are probably really happy with the outcry of love and support from what we've seen of this trailer. Yeah, I know. I picked up that one as well. Mythical Mute, about the towers, of how he introduces himself. I'm sure there might be an explanation as to why he does that later in the film. I don't think I don't know if the runtime of the film has been revealed yet. I think the first film I should say, was maybe an hour and a half, 90 something minutes, maybe. Sonic the Comic has influenced your art style. Well, that's awesome, Captain Kane. Maybe in the finale. Yeah, that would make sense, right? Well, anyway, guys, I have rambled on, I think, long enough about this. I really don't think there's much else I can say about the trailer. It's been great to see what you guys, your thoughts and some of your speculation and ideas of what could be behind it. It's great to see. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, that's an awesome shot there. April 8th certainly can't come round soon enough, and we can all go and see and enjoy this film. We'll see if this one gets attacked by the film journalists again, like the last one. We'll see. When a film's getting attacked by journalists, you know the film's doing something right. That's kind of where we are in today's society. You go by the opposite of what they're saying. Yeah, very excited. Going to be really looking forward to seeing this film, and I'm glad to see everyone here is going to be as well. So thank you everyone for joining this live stream. There's going to be some more coming in the future. I've got some more daily videos coming from tomorrow, so stay tuned. I've got another upload coming. Might be a kind of loosely based off the movie sort of bit. You'll see what I mean. It's Sonic the Comic related, but you'll understand when you see it. Thank you very much everyone for joining. Have a wonderful weekend, and I shall speak to you all very soon. Thanks for watching, and take care.